you doing? How you doing? Good? Good. Good. Are you good? All right, y'all. This is a real story time. I'm not talking to you about this stuff right now. This is like something had happened. Something happened. All right, so I'm gonna tell you the time that I got choked out, and I liked it. It was nice. I will tell you how nice it was. Anyway, so I was hanging out with a friend of mine that I've always, kind of just kind of stuck with. We always been just cool. And he asked me one time, have I ever been choked? I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. So this was we've done it, did it, but it wasn't like we would go a long time without. It was just something that had happened a few times. It wasn't like an intimate relationship, really. But I had suspected that he was starting to catch a little bit more feelings for me because he was starting to pay attention to a lot of things that I was going through, and he was really showing really a lot of concern. So I was like, all right, so it's cool. Not thinking a whole lot of it, but I was just sensing that maybe we starting to get to that point. And I wasn't opposed to it because we had gotten along really well. I hadn't had feelings of love for him, but it was like he's a good person, and I could grow to love him. So we decided to hang out one day, and then he had asked me about the choking maybe a week before we hung out again, and sorry, I had text. So he decided to try it without me knowing, because I wasn't really thinking about it. It was a week, I didn't think about it. So we get into it. And he had a big sausage. So it was a lot. So we was getting into it. And we was doing it doggy style. So I bent over, and he takes his hand and puts it on the back of my neck. So I'm like, ooh, what's happening? So he puts one hand on the back of my neck, and he pulls me back, and then I'm in a headlock. See, I didn't know that meant choking. I ain't know a headlock was choking, but I felt choked, but it wasn't like a bad choke because it was like where his elbow was, that was where my windpipe was. So it was like mostly the compression on the side right here. Wasn't pushing against my tracheal. It was just pushing pressure on the sides of my neck. And that kind of just that feeling kind of gives you like a head rush. And when you already in a state of euphoria because you're getting all this all these pipe put in you, it so just let y'all know that made me arrive. That at that point I was like, and then I was in the position of champions. So I was curved back. My throat was it was and when I arrived, I made this weird sound. Mainly because I was in the headlight, probably, I don't know, but it was something like this. So crazy, right? But he knew that I was arriving because he's like, good girl. I was like, that kind of made me arrive again because I don't know what good girl means to me, but I was I was it was turned on by that. Yeah, I was turned on by that, y'all. Anyway, so so took me out of that position, and we did it missionary. So now I'm thinking the choking is done. I'm thinking, oh, he showed me, he did it. I can't. It's okay. It's over. Nope, it was not over. So now we're in missionary. He comes down, he hugs me, and he and it's like this. But as he hugging me, he puts his hand over my throat again. But it's like a wrap around me, and this is choking. I was like, oh my God. And because we like so close, and it's like we hugging, and he deep. Hear me? Because when he does this, it's like my legs are being pulled. It was a lot. It was a lot. My legs are being pulled all the way back. So he hugged me. It was so I came again. And that wasn't that. It was a different sound this time. It was a lot louder. And I cussed it in it because it was a lot intense. It was way more intense this time. I don't know, it's because of the position I was in, but it was a lot more intense doing it in that position. So I was loud and I cussed a lot, and he was like, "Yep, that's right." He said, "Good girl again," but he did. That's right. That's right. I wanted to stop because that second one was a lot. Was intense. So that's all, y'all. I don't want. I'm getting excited. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm getting excited. Let me calm down. I'm hot too. Anyway, so y'all, so I got choked. That was the first time, which is, it was cool. It was a nice that we ended up not getting in a full out relationship, but we stayed friends and so on and so forth until we found relationships, and then it was like a wrap. But I still know him. We still kind of stay in contact. I don't think he's in a relationship right now, and I'm not either. But I don't think we get back together. Well, I don't think we would get together because he's far and I'm far, and long distance shit. Blah 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 blah. Y'all will hear about it. Thank you for listening. Bye.